Yeah, buddy. What up, y'all? Decided to come on today, see what y'all on, what y'all up to, holler at y'all about some news. Yep, I'm done driving for the day. Took my shower. Now I'm just chilling here in the pilot. Where am I at? I think I'm in Virginia. Yep, in Virginia. So with y'all on this Sunday early evening. Yep, what's up? Got a lot going on. Got a lot going on out here. Got a lot going on out here in the world. Can y'all hear me? Testing. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Yeah, put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. And use this StreamYard in a minute. Yeah, my chilling. Gotta go down to the ATL by tomorrow. And then from there, I'm going back up to Chicago. Then I have a couple of days off. What up, sweet baby? I see you. How you be? As they say, how the hell are you on this Sunday early evening? I'm done driving for the day. I only had a few hours to drive, so you can hear me good. That's what's up. I want to do some exercise, but it's too hot outside. You good? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, just paying attention to all the chaos that's going on around the planet. They didn't open up the Pandora's box, and now the whole world is going crazy. And now they don't really care if you know. Before they were really doing a good job of hiding it. They was able to hide it for all these years. Now they don't care. They throwing that shit right in your face. Here you go. You know. And I'm so glad they finally decided to start putting it in people's face. So now it's easy for guys like me to kind of wake folks up. Even the common dudes don't even know nothing. The ones that just waking up this year. Just think I've been woke for 20 years. It's been hard just sitting here witnessing this stuff. And I used to be thinking to myself, like, I'm tripping. This can't be going on. I'll see some stuff and I'll be like, this can't be happening. I got to be dreaming. It ain't as bad as I think it is. And I was doing all that gaslight. I was literally gaslighting myself. It can't be this bad. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm interpreting things the wrong way. Come to find out, hell, it was worse than I even could imagine. People still running around here lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Literally part of the what they call it, the walking dead, or sleepwalking. Just sleepwalking through life. And that's why they're able to do the things they're doing. I know, right? So I said, hey, at least people are waking up now. I used to tell Mr. Law, I said, man, they going to wake up eventually. Mr. Law be like, no, they ain't. I'm like, man, they got to wake up at some point. You don't want to wait till the boot is crushing you on the top of your skull before you wake up. You need to wake up before that. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, a lot of folks are gonna have to get the boot on top of their head before they actually wake up. You know. But now they're saying that Chad is having some upheaval, so we might be getting a little action in Chad. And now they talking about the coup in what was that Gabon uh, was staged. And then when you look at the ceremony, yeah, it did look kind of staged. So they may have to revisit that country because I think France has something to do with that. But yeah, Africa is definitely on the move. Now the problem is that the West cannot stand to let Africa have their resources for market value. So they're gonna be ready to bust some heads. That's the sad thing. But I'm hoping that they all stick together like they claiming that they are. God, dog, I got enough mosquitoes just been biting me. I got like 4 bites. What up? What up, Chris? I see you. And where you been, man? I've been around. I've been doing a couple little streams here and there. Then I'm on TikTok really heavy. I be on TikTok most of the time. I kind of like it over there because you can play music and they don't be copyrighting you. So I kind of like it over there. But I'm still around, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to wait for the rest of the world to wake up. So when I'm talking, I don't feel like I'm just talking to myself. And people's like, "Oh, that ain't gonna happen." Shit, hell if it ain't. These people letting you know what they're about. Like they finally ready to come up with an impeachment inquiry on old Sleepy Joe. But y'all know they finna run Michael Obama. Yep. I guess that's gonna be their Trojan horse. I guess they figure all the melanated women gonna vote for Michael. I don't see Michael getting a female Caucasian albinoid devil vote. I can't see Caucasian males voting for her. But that's what it seemed like. I guess that if they use her, I guess if they plan to do some shenanigans at the voting box, that it'll go over better if it's her as opposed to Sleepy Joe, because they already didn't pull that rope. They already done showed us that act already. So I got my passport. That's what's up. Yellow fever shot and visa, bro. I'm moving in June. Hell, I'm probably gonna be gone before you. That's what's up, though. Where you talking about going? You coming to Sierra Leone or where you going? Gambia, Ghana? Which one you going to? I was just talking to my wife on the phone before I came on live about being over there once I get the truck paid for, because my truck will be paid for in December or January, I think. So once it's paid, that's gonna free up a lot of bread. So I'll be looking to buy something and start building a little house for us to get in, and then look for some farmland, restaurant, and then from there, sky's the limit. Ghana, yeah, I figured you was gonna say Ghana. South Africa, nah, nah, not South Africa. I I didn't necessarily like it when I was there. I go mosquitoes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've been paying on it for 6 years, so I got the last payment. I think it might be December. I got to look. Yeah, so I had the title in December, so that's gonna free up a lot of money. Yep, because I paid $2,400 a month just for the truck. So that 2,400, shoot, a few months of saving that bread, I could buy the land and start building my house. You asking me, am I in what Durban? What is that? No, I'm in Chicago. I mean, I'm back in the States, but right now I'm in Virginia. No, I wasn't in there. No, no, I was in Sierra Leone. Then I went to Ghana, and now I'm back here in the States to get this bread together. So my next trip is back to Sierra Leone. Then I'm doing Liberia with Brother Bomani, and then I'm doing Egypt the end of 2024. And then after that, I think I'm gonna be moving for good in the end of 2024. So 2025, yeah, I'm gonna be out. If I do come back, I was gonna come back and work maybe 5 months, 6 months tops, and then go back. Yep, because at this point, most of my bills are. I'm saying not most of my bills. I should say most of my debts will be over with. So it's gonna free up a lot of money, so I can go on over there and start doing what I need to do. Yes, Egypt, baby, you did. I can't wait to see the pyramids. It's been my whole. It's gonna be like the pinnacle of my life to go see the pyramids, boy. Because I've been used to be on them lives with not live, watching videos with Dr. Ben and Dr. Ivan Van Sertima and what was the other guy name? Um, man, my his name escapes me right now. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He said I'll be permanently right after the Egypt trip. That's what's up. That's what I plan on doing. Right after the Egypt trip, I'm gonna be over there permanently. And if I do come over, I'm just gonna come over enough to work to keep my license and stuff active. So I may come and work 4 to 5 months, maybe six. That'd be all the money I need. What was my brother's name? Rashidi. Yep, Ronaldo Rashidi. So I used to watch all of them about Egypt, and man, I can't wait. Just checking in. What up? What up? I see you. Yeah, man, I'm chilling here at the pilot in Virginia on my way to the ATL. Just left Pittsburgh. I'll turn my camera on now. There I go, y'all. Let's push this back some. Here we go. What's up? You say what? Yeah, he passed away in Egypt. I love that guy. Yeah, yeah, he the one kind of got me in the mind frame that black people was in pretty much all over the planet. I knew they were, but then he went and documented it. So that was a man, just to see the visual is so good. What up? What up? I see you, Fortune. Brother Polite, the clown. Hey, well, I had a feeling because I used to be over there in the conscious community back in the day, but when I was in there, it might have been like 2010, something like that. 2012, somewhere in there is when I was kind of like really heavy over there. But once they kept clowning all the time, I stopped going over there. So it was some rumors about that brother a long time ago. Shanetta had said some stuff, and that raised my eyebrows. And then young Pharaoh came out and he said some stuff about scam. A few other people came out. So at that point, I just bagged up and just stopped going over there. So I ain't been over there listening to none of their stuff and years. Now I've been over there recently since the verdict. I mean, since the plea agreement. But hey, if he did it, I don't know. But according to the way he was looking when he did the little interview, he did a little live stream afterwards and was trying to deny that that stuff ever took place. He looked guilty to me. So he gets what he get. He gets what he get. You know what I mean? And that's all I can say. He gets what he get. I can't see why, and I don't even want to pretend that I can try to get in his mind and come up with what he was thinking. You know, everybody know that's a taboo. You don't do that. And not even not shouldn't even say taboo. We know that's um, something that you just don't do. But this country is already going that way. The people at the top, these Albanoid devils, that's what they want. They want that stuff. It's already in the school, so it ain't gonna be that long before you know they make it so where you only get a slap on the wrist. So that's why we got to get out this country. The perversion is just running rampant. And if you say something, you wrong. That's crazy. If you say something, you're wrong. Now back in the day, what we used to do, we used to go to the little clubs that they used to have, and we used to, try to rob them, beat them up and rob them. But you do that now, it's a hate crime. It's all kind of stuff. So I just leave it alone. Just get up out of here. That's all. Just get up out of here. Let them people deal with whatever they want to deal with. You know. But yeah, I don't. Hey, brother, got what he got. You know, it is what it is. Yep, he got what he got. Right now, we got other things to do. We got to try to get ourselves up out of here because this country is just weird and the stuff that they're doing. So they were saying they're gonna do something about Joe, but I don't know what's wrong. Is he what? What's wrong? Right, and what's right is wrong. Yep, exactly. What's upside down? What's right is left. What's good is bad. What's bad is good. It's just the whole freaking thing is just. But that's what they got to do to have mass confusion so they can rule. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna ask no questions about how your tax dollars are being spent. None of that. You know. That's why I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm just biding my time. You know what I mean? But they say tick tock, tick tock. I'm just biding my time, staying out the way, making good decisions out here on the road, not trying to be in a hurry, doing everything I can by the book, the best I can, so I can get up out of here when it comes time. You know. Yep, time to leave. Surely is June. That's what's up. You out of here with your son. That's what's up. Bill Gates said it's gonna be a pandemic in 2025. Well, that's good. If it is, then I'm gonna be up out of here because that's my plan. All I'm waiting for is to finish paying this truck off, right, and then get the land. I already got some land over, but on the land that I bought, I'm gonna put rental units on that land. But I'm looking to buy some land in the town that I live in, which is Bow, and buy a house and start putting some, stuff in place. Solar, well water, the house, put some crops in the ground, all that. So I could be self sufficient. Then you got to worry about money. What else? You think about the West Africa will be at war in the near future. Yeah, I mean, more likely it's going to happen, but it's going to be if it takes place, it's going to happen in the French speaking parts of Africa because they had it the worst and the longest. Um, they've been getting bled dry by the French. So you figure that's Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea, um, Niger, and Gabon. You got what's the other one? Chad, Central African Republic, I think, and you also have Cameroon. So they were getting bled dry. So yeah, it's probably gonna be a war, and it's hopefully they all stick together like they're saying they will. And if they do that, they should be able to come out on the winning side. They expose themselves and echo. Yeah, well, Nigeria, they just looking at the money. You know what I mean? I had a feeling that they were gonna be easily manipulated, but the people are not having it. So we might be able to avoid it. You know. And if you think about it, it ain't gonna take place in every country. You know what I mean? It's probably gonna take place in Niger, which they got a lot of land mass with hardly any people on it. So that's perfect for war. Excuse me. I'm gonna call you after the live because my My friend has Celia on linkage, and I told her about you. She wants to move to Sierra Leone 2024. Okay, cool. Either that you can have her email me. Let me put my email in the chat. Yeah, that'd be perfect because I'm definitely, I'm there. Let's see. There we go. Yep. Just have her email me. Yep. Because once you get those things started, people, then you don't have to really worry about water. I mean, food, water. Not so much got to worry about money. I mean, it's cool to have money and to make money and all that, but if you set your stuff up right, you ain't even got to worry about money. Once you buy that land, that's it. Once you build your house, that's it. Once you put the crops in the ground, that's it. Once you dig your well, that's it. Once you put your solar panels, and maybe you get your some little small wind turbines, generator. That's it when it comes to the power. So as long as you got food and you got power, you got access to clean drinking water. You know, that's it. You don't really need much else. You need money, and we already got enough clothes. Everybody got enough clothes. What up, BJ? I see you. It's been a while. You complete? Nah, I ain't completed it yet, man. You see that the world is upside down. Not yet. I got married, found me a queen, got married, so now I'm just biding my time, paying all of my stuff off here, and I should have it done by the end of the year. So that'll free up a lot more money. But right now, I'm still back and forth. You know, right now I'm here in America running these loads, running these loads. Yep. But I'm hoping next year it'll be the final year. At least if I do come back, like I said, I'm only going to work enough to keep my license active. You know what I mean? So I might come and work 4 to 5 months, and that'd be enough money because I do pretty well. So even if I work 5 or 6 months, I do really well. Pay my tax, pay my maintenance, pay for my storage, and then everything that's left, take it over there, and I'll be good. What up, sir? I see you. Peace and hair grease. They go my buddy from the California. Man, I've been over to California a couple times, man. I started to reach out to you, but I think where are you at? You in LA? I was in, where was I at? Fresno. Man, Fresno through. California, man. I don't know, man. We need to go through there with some spick and span. Lord have mercy. California through, man. What happened? That's that man. They just messed that whole state up, dude. Every time I go to California, they kind of send me only to where else did I go? I think I went to Sacktown one time, and then I went to Fresno twice. Man, it's you need to go through there with some spick and span, man, or some pine. No, forget spick and span. We need to go there with some industrial strength pine saw and just scrub the whole state. California, California fit, man. Them liberals that tore that city up, dude. You hear me? You say what you say? Yeah. Oh yeah, Los Angeles. Yeah, I didn't come nowhere near there because I would if I was gonna come near there, I would have gave you a ring because I sure thought about you. But I had to when I came in, I had to leave right back out to come back to grab some more loads. So other than that, I would have stayed and tried to holler at you. Yeah, California got some great cities and some bad ones. Well, it seems like only time when I'm there, I only go to the bad ones, man. Because golly, when I was in Fresno, man, I just like, you know what? I wish I just had some industrial, uh, uh, ultra concentrated pine saw and just scrub the whole city, man. Because that shit was wild, man. I'm like, this shit look like something out of a movie. And then they've been showing pictures of San Fran. Oh my God, man, them liberals just tore that city up, man. That was like a really nice city. And that was like one of the cities, if you went to California, you wanted to visit. That's how we look at it from the Midwest. If we go to California, you want to see, of course, you want to see LA. You probably want to see San Diego to go to the zoo, and you want to go to San Francisco to see those cars or whatever, street cars. Not now. I pass. I go out there and make some money, and that's it. Let me see what you say. Man, hit me anytime, especially if you're in. Of course, of course, of course, of course. When you going back to the motherland, Jay? When you going back? Man, you've been all over that sucker now. I'm on my way to back to Sierra Leone for a minute, and then I'm gonna do Liberia, and after that, I'm going to Egypt. November. Where you going? I'm probably gonna be going November too, either November or December. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. You going to Zanzibar with Dynas? Yeah, I've been there already because he did reach out to me, asked me that I want to go. Initially I wanted to go. I was gonna take my wife just to because she wants to go, but then I said, stuff is so tight now, man. I need to focus on getting all my stuff finished, paid for, so I can be up out of here next year, and I'll be giving y'all live streams from Africa, me building my place, me digging wells, and me, learning how to do some horticulture, some farming, and just uh, integrating myself into the system there in Sierra Leone. You know, what's that? Can't wait to leave. Yeah, man. I know, right? Damn Erica. Divided snakes. I know. I can't wait too, man, because this shit is bizarro world. Bizarro world. Yeah. I mean, I'm toward the end now because, like I said, I have my truck paid for in a few months. So that's going to free up some money. So now I can get me some land, build my property, and then put this farm and then try to get a restaurant going so we can have a family business because I don't want my wife to work for nobody. We talked about it and I was like, no, you work for the family business. We're gonna have a family business. You ain't going out here to make somebody else's dreams come true. You know what I'm saying? And why they pay you peanuts. No, we need to be the bosses. We need to be, you know what I'm saying, the owners. So that's what we own. At least that's what I'm on. So she agreed. Wait till I get there so we can start us a restaurant because people love to eat, and I want to be able to bring some variety to the 9 meals that they keep rotating in and out. It's like they only got like 9 because every time, like when I was there for the 2 months, I'll be telling her like, "Look, all right, baby, what you go cook? Cassava, baby. You cooked cassava like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. What you want then? Couscous and fish. Okay, cool. Eat that. Then the next day it's okra stew. You know what I'm saying? They kind of rotate about 10 different dishes in and out. No, no, no. We need to bring some veggie tacos. We need to bring some vegetarian chili. You know what I'm saying? We need to bring a lot of lasagna, some eggplant parmesans, some lasagna. We need to bring some food from different places. In the morning they don't necessarily do breakfast like that. You don't really see no pancakes, no waffles. You know what I'm saying? You don't really hardly see omelets like that. You don't see too many different types of soup. They got their own little soup, but it's to me it's a little bit too heavy. You know, it says what that's wise counsel to your wife. Exactly. Yeah, more variety. And then even when it comes to baking, maybe we might have a little restaurant and inside the back maybe have a little bakery. Because even when they bake goods, it's not really, you don't really see no like because they got apples. Just you don't see no apple pies. You don't see no cobblers. I don't see too many peaches in the country, so we could do apple cobbler. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just a whole lot of things. You don't see no onion rings. Um, you don't really see too many baked potatoes over there. They got potatoes, but you don't see them making it that way. It's mostly chips. So I want to bring just a gamut of a variety when it comes to food. So I probably have to go to the university and get some of the best chefs, young people, and then bring them in. And then I've been buying cookbooks. I got cookbooks off the table like this with hundreds of recipes in it. So I'm gonna bring them over and then get them a chance to show me what they're working with, and then we're gonna bring in some really good cooks, and then because they got most of the ingredients, they just don't put it together how we do. You know what I'm saying? They got it, but they just don't put them together like that. So I think we're gonna do pretty good with that. What's going on? Are you doing transition the right way? Uh, I don't know what you mean by the right way. I only plan to do it the right way. You know what I mean? I don't understand what other way would that is there to do it. You know what I mean? Because you know, we got the opportunity. So after living in the America for so long, one cannot just get a. I can. I'm from Chicago. We could do anything cold turkey. The way we think, if you can make it in Chicago, I'm sure the New Yorkers think the same way. If you can make it in Chicago, you can make it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I plan to up and move, but I got some, I got a pipeline that I'm planning on keeping to here. And then you got to keep in mind, I got kind of connections all over. I got some connections in the UK. I got some in South Africa. I got some in Ghana. I got some in the Gambia, Sierra Leone. You see what I'm saying? Got some in America. Got a couple cats in Canada. You know what I'm saying? And we got some Jamaican brothers. So I got connections all over the planet. So my thing is to be able to exercise the different uh, um, or to orchestrate the different people that I know in order to get products maybe shipped in so I can sell, that type of thing. So yeah, I'm not really worried about it because technically we the only ones that have to pay for living on the earth. Just check that out. You know what I'm saying? We have to pay to live on the earth. We have to pay to drink water. We have to pay to live here, pay to eat. They're not supposed to be that way, you know. So once you secure that, you secure your land, your house, your drinking water, your food, right? So once all that's taken care of, there's no other way but doing it. I mean, that's the right way to do it. Now, if you open up a business, now you can make money, but your household stuff, your living is taken care of. See, over here we got to pay for water, you got to pay for electric, you got to pay for gas, you got to pay your light bill. I mean, your property taxes, you got to pay your insurance, you got to pay your mortgage or your rent. You know what I'm saying? And then you had what? Too much month, not enough money. You see? Uh, put your plan in place, give it a year or two, and just leave. Oh, I've already see. That's the thing. I've already partially left already. You know what I'm saying? I've already partially left already. I'm just here making money. That's my whole thing being here. Yeah, I know I already got married over there. I already got land in Sierra Leone and I got land in Ghana. Got my wife there. I just got an apartment now. Very nice apartment, very reasonable. I got it paid up for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already 1 foot over there. Now I'm just looking, take my time, buy the land, and then get the house built. See, so that's why I'm coming back and forth. You are blessed with the network that you have, but without money and the brain. Yeah, well, I'm kind of ahead of the game when it comes to that. I'm kind of ahead of. I don't have that Americanized mindset going over there. I've already been there. I've been to Sierra Leone, what, 6 times, and the last time I was there, I was there for 2.5 months. I got along with everybody just fine. I ain't had no problems. And if you look at any of my videos, I've been all over that sucker. Then I've been to Ghana 4 times. I ain't had no problem there. Went to the Gambia. It was nice. Went to Senegal. Went to um, Tanzania, South Africa. Uh, what was the other one? Nigeria. I've been all over that sucker. So I don't have no problem with it. I don't really go over there with all that drama. If you notice, I don't be in none of that drama because I stay out of that. I ain't about that. I'm about freedom. You did. What up? I see you, T. What's up? Got my shit on last year with Dynas. That's what's up. Go back this December to get your. Yeah, I'm going back to get my driver's license too in my state ID or what they call it, government ID. Yeah, I didn't get it last time I was there. Bro, your strategy is a sound. Keep doing the good work. Thank you, sir. I will. You got this, bro. Don't listen to all that doubtful talk. I understand a lot of folks go over there and they run really ready, but see, we get so many new people coming over. So maybe they don't understand. If you go back and look through all my videos, you see I got like at least 6 years worth of videos of going to Africa. So it ain't like I just started, you know what I mean? I've been going. So we got new people. So when new people come in, it gives you a chance to just rehash the stuff that you've already done. A lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying? I've been to Africa, what, 17 times? You know what I'm saying? Got a wife there, got land there, got an apartment there. When I go back, I'm gonna buy a car or at least a motorbike. You know what I'm saying, to get around. And we started following you when you made your first trip. I see the trend. Yeah, that's what's up. You did it great. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I ain't just jump out the window. I went over there and visit. And that, if you notice, that's what I preached all along. You should at least go to a country 3 times before you make a decision. All that just looking at us on videos and you come to my channel, you go to maybe Bomani, you go to Dynus, you go to Go Black, and you go to maybe what's the other guy that I like a lot? Pan African Strike Back, Brandon. You go to these different people, you get so motivated and you just sell all your stuff and just pew. No, 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 no. You should make 3 trips, okay? And you should go to different areas of the country doing your 3 trips so you can get a true understanding of what you're dealing with in that country. You got to look at the pros and cons, okay? And like I said, based off of the way I'm setting it up, it ain't nothing but a pro because and then on top of it, I'm sharing it with y'all. You know what I'm saying? You're in a military veteran, I can dump anywhere. Exactly. As long as you got the income. But see, here's the thing. If you set your stuff up right, you don't have to worry about income. Because what I noticed, and most of the people who did just up and leave, they didn't really factor that in. Okay. So it's cool to get an apartment. But if you get an apartment, then you're gonna drain your resources because you steady got to pay that rent. Even if it is once a year or once every 2 years, you're still gonna drain. That's why I say get an apartment. Same thing I was telling Mr. Lofton, and we both have done that. You get an apartment, you pay the rent up for 2 years. Okay. Then the only thing you got to worry about is your light bill and your water bill. And then of course your food. So once you got some place to lay your head, now what you could do when you got boots on the ground, you can go out and scout and look for land. Okay. Once you got your land, now if you got money saved, which would be great, you can clear that land, start building your house. But when you do this, remember now, you got to get your water set up, you got to get your power set up. Then you got to get enough land where you can put your own crops in the ground. Maybe get you some chickens, maybe get you some livestock, vegetables, put some fruit trees, right? Now it's going to take a couple years to get it all where it's flourishing. But once you get it all set up, guess what? You don't really have no bills. And that's how it's actually that's way actually the good Lord intended for us to live on this earth. With the Albanoid devil's cap between us and God, and now we got to pay him in order to live. See, that's the thinking that a lot of folks, I don't know if they're catching that or not. You should be catching it by now, though. You see what you said. You are smart at it. So appreciate that. My income is your okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, as long as you get your retirement, but now you gotta keep in mind if the US go belly up, are they gonna still honor your retirement? They gonna if they gonna if the dollar goes belly up, are they still going to honor people's retirement? Are they gonna honor their pensions and this type of thing? So I say, knowing these snakes, I would say no, they probably not. So you want to take an opportunity to get your land Set your stuff up properly so at least you can live off the grid and you don't have to worry about so much money. So even if they do shut down and you can't get another dime out this place, you really won't need money over there. To me, Africa is the only place where you can get that done at. Now it was people doing it here, but they started cracking down on it. You know what I'm saying? People were getting RVs and they was getting them a little acre of land somewhere out in the sticks, put their little RV there, and then make sure a stream or a river was close by, usually a stream, and they was doing it that way. They're just roughing it, you know. And I watched some of them videos with those cats, but then the government comes, police or somebody comes telling on them or whatever. You know how we got all these narcs. They narked on them or whatever, and they came, and here come the code enforcers and ATF and all this other stuff, and so I don't want to do none of that shit here. And then you saw what happened to the branch. What was it? The Vidians. You see what happened to them. Same thing happened to people with in Philadelphia move and every other people. Now the only people they really don't fool with too tough is the Amish, and I like what the Amish are doing. Okay, I like some of the things I like what they're doing. I like their craftsmanship. I like the fact that they got a bare bones, minimalist lifestyle. A lot of them still use horse, right? They make a lot of their own foods. Man, some of the stuff they do, I do like. You know what I mean? What you say? Nope, they won't. Exactly. They ain't gonna honor it. You know that. Shit, they already looking for a way to steal your freaking pensions as it is, because that's the only wealth we really have in this country left is the pensions. I heard in the pensions is somewhere around $50 trillion. Hmm. That's a lot of bread, 50 trillion. So they want to get their hands on that money. They want to. These greedy bastards, man. They want to get their hands on that money. So I'm like, you know what? They can keep it. I'm going over there and set me up my own little homestead where I can live off the grid. You know, get me some chickens. I probably buy about, I don't know, 2,500, 3,000 chickens. That way I can sell eggs. You know what I'm saying? Um, and use them in the house, and then I can also sell them. Yep. Then I gotta have my fruit trees. I gotta have my vegetables. I gotta have my okra. I don't really do corn, but I probably plant some corn anyway. My sweet potatoes, my potatoes, you know what I'm saying? Asparagus. My Might put some broccoli in the ground, even though I know it ain't that good, but I still like the taste of it. Some cauliflower, um, Brussels sprouts. You know what I'm saying? All the different types of lettuce, kale in the ground, some spinach. You know what I mean? Then I'm gonna get all my fruit trees, apple, orange, grapefruit, pineapple, papaya. You know what I'm saying? Jackfruit. Well, wait, just wait. Just wait. I'm gonna show y'all how to do it. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you don't have to have money. 'Cause to me, the biggest thing stopping folks from making the transition is trying to make sure that you have a steady income. But what if you can set up this thing in such a way where you don't have to worry about income? That's what we got to do. Let me see what you're saying there. Yeah, you got to get some cabbage. My bad, because I love me some cabbage, boy. Woo wee, red cabbage or even the green cabbage. I love some cabbage. Sure do. Wish the way things are going, it's smart to have one leg. Yep, one of our heroes are the bag. Oh, hey, if I've been there already. You probably did. Well, you been. You ain't see me. I went to the Bag family. I mean, I went to Bag compound. Me and Rick went to high school together. So I plan on returning there and doing something once my investments pay off in crypto. So I'm gonna go there and maybe buy some land and set up some cottages or something where people can stay when they come see. Because I know when you come see the Bag family, when you go out to C4, that's where they are, and then from the Senegambia is where all the happenings are in Senegambia. So from Senegambia to C4 is a long way. Because I remember when we was going out there, I was asleep. The driver was driving, I was knocked out. That's how far it is to me. I think it's like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. So when you get out there, there's nothing out there. There's no hotels. There's no real lounges or I should not say lounges, but restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Places that you can just kind of hang out. So when I wanted to have dinner with the Bag family, they had to come all the way from C4 to Senegambia, that 2.5 hour drive, just so we can sit out and have a bite to eat, break some bread together. So something needs to be created right where they at in C4, because everybody likes to go out there, but guess what? There's nothing out there. Once you hang out with the Bag family at the Bag compound, that's it. You get back in your car, and then you got to go all the way back to Senegambia to stay to your hotel, go to the restaurant, go to the pharmacy, all that's that's too much. Too much. Yeah, I saw you with the Bag family. You helped them with the YouTube. Yeah, what? Yeah, well, I mean, I just gave them a few pointers, but they was already good folks. You know what I mean? And by me and Rick going to high school together, that was perfect. So I can't wait to go back over there. I think when I go back, I'm gonna take my wife because she just wanted now she wanted to travel. She got the travel bug all of a sudden. I'm like, girl, you ain't thought about traveling until you met me. Now all of a sudden she want to travel. Come out. I want to go. I want to go. I'm like, I don't know now. I don't want you bother me. I got mosquito bite, y'all, so I got to forgive me. I'm rubbing my alcohol on because I ain't got my little blue magic. That's what I normally put on my mosquito bites, but mosquito got in the damn truck. I got like 4 bites. I don't know. I got about all summer with no bites. Now all of a sudden, one day I get like 4. Ain't that how I go? I got 2 on one leg, 1 on my arm. I got more than that. I got 1 on my back right here and 1 on this leg. Damn mosquitoes, boy, I tell you. So I bought some alcohol and just kind of rub it on there to keep the itching down so I don't do no scratching. Yeah, I missed the Bag family. I sent them a message, told them I miss them. So soon as I'm on the continent for real, me and my wife will take some time and go over there, hang out with them. And like I said, I'm gonna see if I could buy some land around there and put some cottages. That's what I would like to do. Yes, both of you can do things together. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to see what we can do. Put some type of little something together. Maybe we can do something and make a few dollars doing that too. Yeah, because people ride out there. You don't realize that until you go out there. So I've been out there a couple times. So that's man, shit, that's a nice little ride to go out from Senegambia because that's where I was staying at a guest house. So I create make like a guest house style resident out there by Bag. So when people do come out there, they ain't got to just turn around and go back. You know what I'm saying? You come to the Gambia, you can see because Gambia really ain't outside of Senegambia and the beach. That's it. Ain't nothing else really there. And the Bag family, I didn't really see much else. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't. So at least if we put that out there and maybe put some things to do out there, I don't know, something. A restaurant with some pool tables in there, a bunch of TVs, so people can watch the game. Get the satellite on the roof, so we can get the cable, so we can stream the football games or whatever. I think that's probably what we end up doing. So people have some type of entertainment, and we ain't got to have them drive all the way back to Senegambia just so we can sit and break bread. So we got some things we could do, people, to get that thing where we can make some money and we can assist our people. You know what I mean? Because I was looking for something and I couldn't find it when I went out there. You know, we drove out there, me and Usman. Shit, man, only thing once you leave there, once you leave back, you just got to go back. And that drive ain't no punk. That drive ain't no punk. Shoot. So, and then we need to set up something like that in Sierra Leone. Now, Ghana got some places set up like that already. Well, we got to set some places up in Sierra Leone as well. So I'm gonna be looking to do that. Restaurant, maybe a bakery, and do some smoothies, maybe some ice creams, something. You know what I'm saying? Give people some different flavor. You know. But right now, boy, I'm almost done with cassava and rice. I don't. Hey, I don't care if I never see another kernel of rice. You know what I'm saying? Because every day, I know Sweet Baby contestants and everybody that been to Africa know we eat rice like a motherfucker. I don't even eat rice like that. So like every meal they got rice. Yeah, no, no. Sierra Leone is cheaper than Gambia. Who said that? Fortune? Yeah, yeah. Sierra Leone is cheaper than Gambia. Very proud. Thank you. More in Africa, Tanzania is also doing great. Yeah, I've been there. I've been to Tanzania, but I really didn't feel Tanzania would be a good fit for most of us. I really didn't feel that. You know, I did like Zanzibar. Don't get me wrong, but I really wasn't. I didn't really feel it like that. Now I would go back just to enjoy the beach, but I don't know. I just didn't really feel. I didn't feel like I was at. I felt like I was on vacation as opposed to feeling like I was at home. When I go to Sierra Leone, I go to Ghana. I feel like I'm at home. And then, like I said, Gambia is okay, but it just doesn't have much. Gambia is pretty small. It really is. It's really small, and it don't really have much. Now that's good because we can come there and it has plenty of potential. You can just look at Gambia like a piece of clay. And since everybody's going there because of the Bag family, then we could create some stuff. We need restaurants. We need some gaming places. You know what I mean? Pool table, bowling at bowling alley, maybe skating ring. You know, stuff like that. Maybe a movie theater. You know, because there's nothing like that there. So somebody with vision and got a few dollars can make stuff happen. That would be nice. You know, because right now it's just clubs and restaurants. That's it. Then you got the beach, and they really don't be hanging out on the beach like that until Sunday. On Sunday, Lord have mercy. The kids blow the beach up. They be there deep. They was so deep. I was like, whoa, this stuff is kind of scary. I ain't even know with that many people in the country. They all love to go to the beach on Sunday. It's mostly kids. Yep. I think you got to be like 15 or 16 or something to go to the beach. But yeah, it's a lot of people. I'm with you on Tanzania. Feeling is good for tour. Yeah, exactly. Healthily grown rices. Well, most of the rice over there, yeah, if you can get it locally grown, then yeah, it tastes a lot better. Because we did get some rice that the locals grew, and it tastes sweet. It was nice. It was not now that rice I can get. It's just the rice that you buy that's imported that I didn't really like so much. But more than likely, once I'm over there, if I don't plant my own, I would definitely do some bartering with the locals to get me that better rice, the one that they grow. Yep, sure would. But yeah, you know, they talking about this kicking them people up out of this. It's about time, man. They got to kick the French up out of there because the French is them some dirty devils, and I don't know what to tell you because right now they got to get out. Period. You know, so it might be a war. Who knows? Hopefully, it can be. They can talk it out because we really don't need that. Be honest with you, really don't need it. Let me open up. Anybody want to come up? me see. How do you? There you go. I'm back. I'm trying to add the link to the chat. That's what I was trying to do. It's hard to do it with your phone, but I think I got it. There we go. I got it. What'd you say it was? Boo, 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 boo. Living both worlds. I'm so happy to see people returning. Me too. Absolutely. I love it. And then the different opportunities that you get. The other thing I love. Hmm. Get a chance to like reinvent yourself because technically I will rather do it here, but it just ain't feasible. Just ain't feasible. You really can go down south, maybe to Georgia or Kentucky. There's plenty of land, but too many shenanigans. Too many. They go to link if anybody want to come up. Hit the link. What was that? I mean, no, I ain't never really had no interest in going. To be honest with you, my the only one out of the norm that I would like to go to is Cameroon. You know, and I got a connection to that through my father's side. So, but and never. My buddy went there. I haven't really talked to him to see what kind of did he have a great time, but he went there. Having a disadvantage of having access to foreign currency makes it possible to. Yeah, exactly. And then when you look at the fact that crypto is getting ready to take off, so now you can use that in any country. Yep. They don't have the machine set up over there yet, but um, the fact that as long as you can do stuff on your phone and you got DeFi, you good. So I'm in a way it's scary that it's coming. Digital age is here and it's coming, but for some of us it's gonna be good, you know, because it's gonna be a way of controlling, and then people will be able to see what you're doing. But at the same time, you can go other places and still have access to your money, especially through DeFi. Yep. So on one hand, hey, look at the camera. On one hand, it's not so good. On the other hand, it might be all right. Da-da-da-da. Let's see. How do I get you up here? Add to stage. Is that it? Did I do it? Oh, there you go. What down? What down? You might have turned your mic on. I can't see if it's on or not. Yeah, you got to unmute yourself because I can't do it. Can I do it? Let me see. Unmute. You cannot unmute guests because they have chose to mute themselves. So you got to unmute yourself. You see how to do it? I don't know how to look on that side, but it should be somewhere where it says mic, and then you just got to hit it so the line will disappear. But I can't do it on my side. You have to do it. Can you see how to do it? Private chat. Fast approaching the end of the west. It's time to stop on the exit. Yeah, yeah. I agree with your statement 100%. But even though it's gonna be the end, it ain't gonna be like the end. It's gonna be the end, but it ain't gonna be the end because we've had other nations to go basically bankrupt, and they still around. You know, their shells of their former self, but they still around. How that's gonna look, I don't know. Cause we can look at Venezuela, we can look at Greece and Lebanon in in recent times to see what happened in those particular nations. You know, they're still around, but their economy is trash, and most of the people did not flee those nations. They're still there. So I think the same thing will go for us. You know, now maybe it might be bad for a little while here, but eventually it's gonna work itself out. I think the thing that's gonna save it is what I'm thinking. It's gonna be crypto, but either way, I'm gonna be up out of here, so it ain't gonna matter. I don't want to be here to endure. I plan on being up out of here. You know, and then I can invest from over there, or go to. A lot of folks are talking about going to Thailand, so I'll go there. You know, or Dubai. Maybe slide over to Dubai. They got some stuff over there. They're calling the Golden Visa. So I want to look into that. And it's supposed to last for 10 years. So I think they'll let you in the country if you want to do business. So I think that's something that's good. Even though I don't necessarily like them folks, but whatever. You got to unmute. Unmute. I don't know. You might have to come back then. Let me see. Move from the stage. You have to come back after you unmute. Yeah. So hopefully there's no war. We'll see. Because them folks ain't gonna want to go. They got too much money invested. They said it's like, I want to say they said it was 1,000 companies set up over there. 1,000? Lord, they ain't gonna want to give up all that money. America with two grown-up children, comfortable in Africa because I plus foreign. Say, okay, yeah, I agree with you 100%. That's why I say it's good to have one foot here and one foot there. So stuff get a little too tough. Pew, what my man say? Back to, you know, if stuff get a little too hairy, back to Africa. You know, so that's why you just got to set it up the way I'm saying. Because what I've noticed out of all the people that go over there, out of all these YouTubers and these TikTokers that's over in the motherland, they all went over there with that mindset of just building a house and living in that. A house is a money pit. Okay. You just shoving money in, shoving money in, shoving money in, right? It doesn't produce anything. What produces is the land. Okay. So you need something to bring in cash flow. So what would bring in cash flow, right? It's the things that you can plant on the land. Okay. Or you can build commercial property. That'll help because you got a bunch of rentals and people definitely need housing. Yeah, well, I'm trying to do the same thing with my son. He's back from the Navy now, so and now he's driving big rigs as well. And he's almost got it. Matter of fact, he just got his year in. So congratulations to him. I think he started last year in September. So he has a whole year in. I'm like, boy, you all right. You doing all right, huh? So once he get a few more months in, then I'll bring him over here so he can be doing what I'm doing. And so he said he's gonna go with me, but he young. He probably don't see it the way I see it. So hopefully he's ready to go as well, you know. But it says Starbucks closed early due to staffing challenges. Yeah, I mean, shoot. You heard what Jerome Powell said. You got to raise interest rates some more. So that means that, you know, Americans must endure more pain in the pocketbook. So you're gonna have a lot of places going out of business. Somebody on TikTok was doing a video showing how many businesses that's going either they're downsizing or they're completely shutting their doors. It's man, it's a lot. And he's talking about raising the interest rates even more. Man, shoot. So you're gonna have a lot of unemployed folks. A lot. And I don't see who's coming in to, fill the void when all these layoffs takes place because we're already in the middle. Just think Yellow went under. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of seen that coming too. Yellow Freight, they went under. And now we got a few other ones out here laying off. So it's tough. It's getting tough out here. Yeah, we talked about gold on the last stream, looking to invest in some mines over there. But we're gonna need some money. As I feel you, Ham. I want my little cousin to go on the Egypt trip, which I'll pay half for. Now he's uh well, hopefully he gets it together and he wants to go because that's a trip that really changed your perspective about things. Just make sure if you do get him to go or whatever, that you make sure money knows so I could get the credit for it. Because we got our little team thing going on. You know, so I'm gonna try to ramp up and get some more people to come. I'm working on some videos for Egypt, and I'm having trouble out of my video guy. Yep, 'cause he did some work for me, but he ain't do it right. Now it seems like he refusing to do it correctly. I don't understand people. Then he gonna miss out on all the future money I was planning on giving him to finish up other projects for me. But he dragging his feet on fixing what he messed up. Yep. I mean, with that one project messed up, and I had already got like 3 projects from him, and I had like 4 or 5 more I want to do. So I might have to find somebody else. Don't make any sense. Can't even pay people to do their job correctly. And it ain't my fault. I gave him all the parameters, and then he did it wrong. He wasn't paying attention. Yep. Yeah, but that should be the focus, guys. And then you don't need no whole lot of land either. All you need is like a half an acre or an acre. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got an acre, put your house on one corner, and then use the rest to for your crops, chickens, yeah, your cows, your goats. I appreciate you. Come anytime, and we shall see over there. 'Cause you know I'm gonna be going back and forth. Sure is, because I'm kind of hang out in them three: Gambia, Sierra Leone, and then Ghana. I ain't Nigeria too crowded. There's too much going on in that country. Woof. It's a lot of folks in that place. It's almost like 200 million. Dynasty loves it, but I don't see what he see. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I was expecting it to be a lot. Um, I was expecting it to be a lot going on there, and I didn't really see it. Now it has potential. I ain't gonna lie, it has potential, but it's a lot of people there. A lot. Just woof. Especially in Lagos. Lord have mercy. Never seen so many people. They were literally everywhere. I was like, Lord have mercy. Why? And then the infrastructure is not up to par. It's a lot of potholes in the street. The bridges look old. The buildings look old. Uh, it needs a lot of work. And that city probably has more people in it than New York. Hold on, let me see if I can get you up here, Chris. What up? What up? What's the
Hey,
word?
Hal, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Hey, King, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm living life, man. Living life. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay out these crazy people way. I try to avoid these people like the plague, man, because it's literally bizarro world.
I know that's right, King, but I'm enjoying what you're doing, brother, and I'm trying to. Well, I was trying to show my face, man. Well, we could talk like this, bro. You a guy from the Midwest. I am too, and please know that when you and I spoke on the phone last year, and we spoke for a while,
Yeah,
and
we did.
you was just saying, hey man, Sierra Leone. But talking to my kid's mom, and she was like, I'm just gonna feel more comfortable if you move our kid over to Ghana. And she
Okay.
likes Durban, South Africa. And that's why I was asking. You said you've been in South Africa. What is your professional and personal opinion on the Durban, South Africa area away from Jayburg? I already know about Jayburg.
I don't think I went to that area. That's why when you said it, I was kind of like, "Where's that at?" But when I was there, I was in Jayburg and I went to Cape Town. I ain't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't like it. There you go. I can see you now.
Okay, okay.
There you go. There you go. Nah, I ain't like it, man. Now the other areas were a little bit. We did go to a few other outlying areas, and it was cool, but um, I don't know. I just ain't really feeling South Africa. Maybe it's just me, man. You might have to go there and visit and see if it's to your liking. But me, that's the reason why I was there. But I didn't like it. I ain't gonna even lie with you. And then they get snow there too. That's the other thing I didn't know.
I follow this couple, man, called the Real. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that, like especially in like the Joburg area. Brother Ham, there's a couple, man, that is called the Real South Africa. I think she's a doctor and he's a doctor, and
Okay.
they help like Black diaspora move over to like South Africa. But again, man, I'm just more stuck on Ghana and Sierra Leone. Um, and the sister who I told you about, her maternal Sierra Leone, I told her to to get with you.
Okay.
Um, and all that good stuff, man. But I'm looking at Takarati, Ghana.
Yeah, I've been to
Um,
Talk. I've been to Takarati. Takarati's kind of nice. It was a hotel there, man. It's really nice.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
Cocoa Bright, Ghana, and a few weeks ago, I'm in San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I
a few
remember.
weeks ago, they had the Ghana Fest in Houston, and I drove down, man, and made more connections and networking there, man. But next summer, brother Ham, I'm out of here, man. I got everything I need. I already started selling stuff. I got everything I need, man.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up, man. That's why I say at this point, if people can't see the writing on the wall, I don't know what to tell you. If you can't see the writing on the wall now, I don't know what to tell you. So at least you should be going over to try to establish something over there, so you can at least have 1 foot here, 1 foot there. So when stuff hit the fan, you could just step on over and you up out of here. You see?
Yeah, and one thing you said earlier in your live, you said visit at least 3 times. And brother Ham, it's funny you said that because I told myself like I'm gonna go during after football season because he's running back freshman team.
Okay,
Um,
that's what's up.
I'm gonna go again around my birthday, January the 8th, and again during spring break, which is all 2024. And
Okay.
next June I'm out of here. So it's kind of funny you said go 3 times. I was thinking to myself like I'm gonna go 3 times. The first time I'm gonna go by myself. The second 2 times I'm gonna take him with me. And next summer, brother, and I told my son, I said, you run track, you play soccer, and learn to play rugby because ain't no American football over there.
No, no,
Ain't no American football over there.
no, it ain't. I ain't see nothing. Now you may see them. You may see basketball a little bit. I did see some guys playing basketball, but mostly you're gonna see soccer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Soccer is literally everywhere. Well, American football, nah. I don't even think you can buy football there.
now, when you talked about the cryptocurrency, I know here in San Antonio in America they got like the ATM with the bitcoins and the cryptocurrency. Do they
Yeah,
have
we
it
got
over
them in
there in Sierra
Chicago
Leone
too.
and the Gambia?
No, no, they don't. But that's the reason why you're gonna have to. That's why I said earlier you got to go with DeFi. And with
Ah,
DeFi, you can use your personal wallet and then just use your phone because that's what they
okay,
move into. That's what they move into anyway. Because for whatever reason, um, the whole continent was kind of behind, and so they went straight from like we went from from desktops to laptops to phones, basically. They skipped over those 2 steps and went straight to mobile devices. So they're developing all kind of apps now to be able to transfer your money just by your phone. So all you need is a DeFi wallet, and you still can get stuff done. You're probably gonna have to have a VPN with some type of cybersecurity on it, and then you
hmm,
can transfer all your stuff on your phone.
right,
So
right.
that's what I plan on doing. And then when it comes to just holding regular fiat notes, I might have to slide down to the Caymans.
Is there like a
Put
certain wallet that you use for your crypto or not?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
It's called
okay.
Secure X. You go to
Security.
my tick. Yeah, you go to my TikTok. I got a picture of it on my TikTok.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Anyway, King, I love everything you do. I love our
Thank you. Thank
conversations.
you.
Hopefully,
Thank you.
we can talk after this, man. 'Cause I really want to get Melinda hooked up with you, man, because brother Ham, she's really serious about Sierra
Okay.
Leone by summer June, bro, next summer, man. So Again, King, God bless you, man. Congratulations to you and your queen, brother.
Thank you so much, man.
All right, brother.
All right. Yeah, that brother Chris there, y'all. Yeah, we talked back. I want to say, when was this? We talked. I think it might be last year, was it? I don't know. Time going so fast, but that brother ready to make a move. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Time to make a move. At least visit for all who hasn't got up off the couch yet and went to take a visit. That should be your first thing. Visit, visit, visit. And then you can employ some of the ideas that I've been putting forth because I think my idea is the best idea. And it's a little bit, I've taken a little bit of that from the Bag family. Because just think of it, they got their house, they got the land, they got all those crops, they got all those fruit trees. You know what I mean? So you self sustain, you know? All they needed was really a stream coming through the land. If they had a stream coming through the land, perfect. And you see they use well water. You take care of your solar panels. They got the small windmills now. And then you can get a backup generator. Plus, you can be on the grid and just use the grid when you need it. When you don't need it, cut that stuff off because they sometime you with the power anyway. You know, because those they don't have their own grid, so they're usually getting it from either a neighboring country or they're getting it from ships, which is bizarre, but that's the way they get it. So you have a lot of power outages, especially when it's hot, hot, and everybody trying to run their fan, AC, or whatever. You have a lot of power outages. So I'm gonna alleviate that. If I got to have a whole solar farm in the back of the house or near the house, and they have them over there, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really have too much electrical skills, so I'm gonna have to hire some good electricians. I may have to import them because if I'm gonna be relying upon to be off the grid, I might have to bring in some electrician if they're not able to handle it, but they should be able to handle it. You know, most of them install the big industrial generators. I forgot what they call gen something. That's what I normally see, like the hotels, the hospitals, government buildings, um, places like that. You'll see the big industrial. Sometimes it's club. I think I've seen a couple clubs with them. And when the power does go out, they use a generator. So we could do the same thing. I don't know how much they cost, but I'm sure they're gonna cost a little bit. But I wouldn't use it all the time. But try to use the solar and the wind. You know. So that's what we should be doing. Looking to do that, and you only need a half acre to an acre. If you get more, great. 3 acres, 5 acres, 10 acres. 100 acres. In my case, I would want at least 100, but I'll start off with. Right now, I got an acre and a half, so acre in there in Ceylon, and then one in Ghana, half acre in Ghana. So I'm gonna put um, commercial apartments on both and just rent those out. That way, I got some constant money flowing in. What up, D? How much is the land over there? It depends on what you negotiate. I got me. I'm from the shy, so I got the player price. Go ahead, mate. Your land may vary, but I would say, what could I give you as a good indicator of what you should be expecting? First of all, it's going to depend on which country you go to. I know, right? It's going to depend on which country you're talking about and where in the country the land is situated. The further you're away from the major populated cities, the better. Okay. But you want to be close enough so you can get to the airport and you can get the groceries, you can get the supplies, blah, blah, blah. Right. So I would say if you could be 2 hours to 3 hours outside of the major populated areas, you should be looking somewhere between, I would say, probably 500 to 1,500 an acre, 2,000 an acre, something like that. It's probably what you're going to be looking at. But then most of those things are negotiable. So even if the person did tell you $2,000 an acre, try to get it down. You know what I mean? Try to get it down. That's all. Whatever price they tell you, just try to negotiate it down. You know, offer to buy more, and then if you do that, tell them, hey, I'll buy more land if you reduce the price on them. Figure out a way to get it down. That's all I'm saying. But you know me, I got the player price, so I ain't pay hardly nothing. Now, when it comes to this other part, I'm probably gonna pay a little bit more. I was looking at 80 acres, and on that they were saying, how much was that guy saying? He was basically saying between 1,100 and 1,700 an acre. But I had already got him down to the 11. Okay. And that was sight unseen. I hadn't been there yet. But when I go back in November, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to take my drone. Just bought me a really nice drone because um, Mr. Lofton went over there. But of course, he went over there and didn't know how to work the drone. So we didn't get no good footage so I could show y'all. But when I go over there, I got a good drone too. I paid like $1,000 for the drone I got. So I'm going to take it over there and then I'm gonna get some really good footage. I mean, a lot. I'm gonna get as much as I can get, probably a whole day worth from 50 different angles, so I can show y'all. And then, because according to him, he was saying like a lot of that land was kind of rocky because he went out there to see it when he was there, um, and he said it was kind of on a slope. Some of that we could take, but we just got to see. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be doing a whole lot of work to get it level or whatever. So then he said it was some land behind the church that was available. I think he said that was like either 4 acres or 8 acres. I can't remember if he said 4 or 8. So I want to look at that. And that was supposed to have been flat land. So if the 80 acres, if it's too rocky and it's too hilly, I may pass on that and just take the 4 or the 8 acres behind the church, which is more flat, and work with that. So, and then he was talking to kind of a player, and then he's been calling me too. He called me like 2, 3 times. Well, have you made up your mind about the land? I'm like, well, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I ain't seen the land, so I'm not gonna buy a sight unseen. You know. So when I go back, I will give y'all that footage if I get out there and get it. If not, then while I'm there, my whole mission while I'm there is to start my business there and find some land to buy for the house. Because the one I got there now is just gonna be rentals. I plan to put some rentals on there, maybe about. Well, let's see, it's an acre, so I'm trying to put maybe like 30 units on there, something like that. 30 units, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, a living room, dining room, kitchen. Yep, and then rent those joints out for like two stacks a month. I mean, 2 stacks a year, because you can't get that much from rentals over there. So two grand is about what people normally can come up with for a family of 3 or 4. All right. So that'll be constant money coming in. Um, then that way I can focus on, you know, restaurant, that type of thing, working on the farm. And then that way I can step out of this damn America. But you need to be boots on the ground when you're getting land too, guys. Don't get in the habit of just buying stuff sight unseen. You need to be there. You need to go. You need to walk the land. And if you don't have a drone, you need to get one. And if you can't get one, then pay somebody that's there to have, because they do have them over there, you know. And then definitely negotiate. Don't just accept the first price, okay? Because most of the folks over there don't sell land every day. So, you know, my opinion on bricks, it's a good thing. I want to see the I want to see the the dominance of one particular group of nations, so we can have offsetting power is what I want to say, because you know you might have some problem with them in the future, but right now, enemy of my enemy is my friend. So people are like, well, man, you're inviting China and Russia in. Well, China and Russia ain't enslaved nobody. It is what it is. They may be rude and they may not like us like that, but one thing about it, they businessmen, and they're willing to do business with us. So I think we should take those opportunities that make sense. That we're not over, we're not drowning in debt, and we're not over our head. Take the opportunities that make sense and build ourselves up, because we need help, and the West is not going to do it. We already know that. So I'm all for the Russia and China uh, new position in Africa, because, of course, they want more allies. So basically, they have the whole world pitting against the West, which makes sense to me. I can't argue with that. Plus, they use it seem like a Go strategy. I don't know if y'all know about the board game Go. Instead of it being a chess strategy, they're using a Go strategy, and I can clearly see that's what they're doing. So you figure if you got Russia, Brazil, India, South Africa, uh, China. Now you got Egypt, you got Saudi Arabia, you got Ethiopia, and then you got Iran, and then you got like maybe 20 different African nations, and then you supporting them, and all that money is shifting from the dollar to either the digital yuan or the digital ruble, or the rupee or whatever, or you know what I'm saying? This, hey, they could be a hell of a power block, and the West would be in trouble, because the West has that uh, dominate you, right? Enslave you and take from you mentality. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather for you to partner with me than if I had to fight you later. At least you built me up to the point where I'm strong enough to, okay, I can fight you. I can defend myself. I can, you know what I'm saying? At least make you come to the negotiating table and sit down, right? Because I'm a formidable opponent. That is what I want. The West is not going to let you get to that point, because they don't want to have to fight you later. So they're going to starve you now, and try to unalive you now, so they don't have to even deal with you later. You know what I'm saying? So I like the strategy of the East, right, of BRICS, as opposed to the West and what we've been experienced with the West. It's hands down. Friend of my friend is my. I mean, yeah, enemy of my enemy is a friend. So that's how we got to use that, and that's only for a season. So it's only for a time. It may be 100 years, maybe 50 years, maybe 20 years, maybe 10 years. But I'd rather go that route. So that's how I feel about it. So I'm like, yeah, come on with it. You know, that sounds nice. I might have to rent a unit from you. No problem, D. Yeah, that's what I plan to do. Yeah, $2,000 a year. It's about what I'm thinking in my mind I'm going to charge, because you can't charge too much over there. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen some really nice apartments. The most I've seen is like 5,000 a year, but I'm sure it might be others that pay more. That you might have to pay more. But I figure between 2,000 and 3,000 is about what I'm gonna charge. I'm gonna give you three bedrooms, two full baths, right? Living room, dining room, kitchen, right? AC and those units, because you're gonna pay your own power anyway. So, and that'll be my money that I need to, just so I don't have to work so hard, and then I can focus on farm, restaurant, maybe buy more land, doing some development, some more rentals. Because I'm got that real estate background, so I want to be able to utilize my real estate background, but over there. I don't want to do it here. I don't want to buy nothing else over here. 'Cause I was doing a few deals over here, man. I done got out those deals and sold them and got a few dollars. I don't want to go back to doing more real estate over here. Too much stuff you got to do. You got to try to secure these places. People trying to break in there to steal the copper wires and tubs and sinks, and I'm sick of this shit. Yep. So that's my opinion on bricks. I'm like, hey, we can't do nothing about it. So let's see how we can work with them. Right now they're willing to Russia forgiving uh, um, debts. Plus they sending free grain. They're selling military hardware. They talking about selling nuclear weapons. They talking about selling Humvees, rockets, grenades, tanks, planes. Russia, I mean, in China talking about sending some stuff too. Yeah, I'm liking it. Then they said in Niger that Russia is talking about building um, the biggest nuclear power plant on the continent. So that means there'll be a net exporter of energy. So I'm loving that idea. Loving it. Loving it. Can't believe it's one of the best things that happened to it. Yeah, I think so too, because I think the East is so sick of the West that they willing to partner with anybody to make the numbers because I think they're not big enough to contend with the West imano yet. But soon they will be. Soon they will be. You know what I mean? The dollar is definitely going to be replaced. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's in trouble. And we're alive to see it, which probably thought if I'd have asked y'all this maybe 5 years ago, you couldn't even imagine that this would be even remotely possible. But you see, it's possible. And not only is it possible, it's happening right in front of us. So if I was you all, you better start buying some digital assets and you better get you some gold and silver. And you better buy some land. Yep. So you can go off grid when you need it. And if you need something to barter with, you can barter with your silver. Yep. And one thing I like about digital currencies, um, you can do it anywhere around the world. Okay. You can do it in Mexico, you can do it in Canada, you can do it here, you can do it in South Africa, you can do it in the UK, you can do it anywhere in the East, and you can do it in Africa. So, you know, you ain't just got to be tied to the US with it. That's what I like about it. So when I leave, my crypto go with me. You know what I'm saying? So I can. My only thing is what I got to do is get banks up out of here. So I'm gonna go to. I got a bank in Sierra Leone, and I got a credit union in Ghana, but I don't know if I want to really put that kind of wealth in their hands. So what I may do is go over to Switzerland, and I may shoot down into Belize. I think Belize was saying they got some good stuff going on. No, they got some good stuff for trust. You can set up a trust there. I think the Cayman Islands is where you can go also and get bank accounts where they don't. And the reason why you want to do this because when you set your banks up down there, you ain't got to worry about the U.S. using the subpoena power because those countries don't recognize the sovereignty of other nations like that, especially the U.S. So I can't wait. So when I get a chance, what I probably do is when I'm over on the continent and I got some time, I'll shoot from there to the Caymans, or I shoot from there to Switzerland to set the accounts up before I come back to the U.S. Yeah, I heard you got the land over there, Jack. Yeah, I mean it ain't that hard, man. I know people making it seem like it's hard, but that's why you just gotta have boots on the ground. You know what I mean? I almost got an acre and a half now, so it ain't really cost me nothing. You know, a lot of digital nomads are moving to Africa, Spain, Ghana, and yeah, you got a lot of them moving to the Philippines and Thailand as well. Some moving down to Brazil because they dealing with currencies as well. So yeah, that's what we got to do, man. I'm loving that idea. I love it. That's why I've been investing in since 2010. You know, so when the bull market come next year, I mean when the Bitcoin halving comes next year, boy, I can't wait. And then you got BlackRock and you got Gray Lake. What is it? Gray Lakes? Gray something. You got State Street. You got was it Fidelity? Was it? It was a few. It was like 7 countries that applied for spot ETFs. So they gonna get approved. All together, them companies got enough money. Shoot, they gonna get approved. So I think they all probably gonna get approved. You know what I mean? And so once they all get approved, y'all already know. I ain't got a whole lot in Bitcoin, but I may have to buy some more if I get a chance. And now I just found out that I forget the name of the company applied for a spot Ethereum. So they're looking to have a spot Ethereum ETF. Lord have mercy. And then we got the Bitcoin halving coming, and then you got all these companies talking about getting in with the what they call it, the institutional money. So yeah, yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to it. So we shall see what happens. So a lot of the coins are gonna go away because a lot of them was shit coins anyway, and they were doing rug pulls with them. So I got a few meme coins, but I mostly got coins that have utility, outside of Bitcoin. So so that's gonna be my plan. Work those numbers with that, man, because everybody else is adopting it. I don't know. U.S. is dragging their feet, but they gonna come on with it. They got to, because other than that, they're gonna be left behind. They don't want to be the last to the party. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be last to the party. And right now, you know what I'm saying? They last to the party. You know what I'm saying? Every other country is beating them to it. So, and most of the guys that's here that's into it, they like, well, man, I'm getting up out of here. So there's a lot of other places we can go, especially when you could just take your wallet with you. What you say? Getting your land makes you feel like a original African citizen, especially if you don't have citizenship. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it gives you that the sense of ownership. You know, now you just got to make sure when you do build your place, you leave some space so you can have a robust garden, so you can grow your own food, so you can bring some of the prices down. But yeah, it feels good, man. Now I own almost 2 acres, so and I'm looking to buy more. So yeah, I'm happy about it, man. I ain't really it ain't I guess it ain't really hit me yet. I think that's what it is. Even though I didn't walk the land and seen my land and all that, it ain't really hit me. I guess it ain't hit me because I ain't built nothing on it yet. But soon, soon, you know, soon. Because my thing is once we have the crypto bull run, which will be 2024, 2025, those numbers are going to be parabolic. So once those numbers shoot up, and I've been like I said, I've been buying since 2010, so I'm well invested. So when it goes up this time, I'm gonna get me a couple M's, and that's gonna be enough to do whatever I need to do over there. You know, and so that's what I'm waiting. I've been waiting on that for because actually I missed my first go around, but this time, nah, I ain't missing it this time. This time I'm positioned. And then when you do have those gains like that, you have to take that money and you have to buy real assets. And that's when you buy land, and then on that land you build uh, units, because with all us looking to go back from all over the diaspora, they're gonna have a housing crunch. And of course, the Continental brothers and sisters don't build like we build in the West. So if you bring the same building practices that we have here in the West and you take them there and you build on that same caliber, you know, when folks are coming over, right, and they're used to a certain standard, then we will have those units available. And for the Continental brothers and sisters that want to stay in uh, um, better housing that can afford it, we'll have it there. Because you have upscale, and then you got, of course, all the way down to 10 shacks. So you got anywhere in between from 10 shacks all the way to luxury. So anywhere in between. So it's basically get in where you fit in. So that's the plan. But yeah, it feels great. You sure right. West Coast, man, it's a wonderful feeling, man. I know when I got my land, my wife's like, "Congratulations." The fact that the way she said, I just felt so proud. Congratulations, honey. On your land purchase. I was like, "Thank you, baby." Thank you. You know. Now wait till now my next thing I'm doing because I got an acre in Sierra Leone, so I got to get it cleared, which I'm going to do that in a couple of weeks. Send her. Actually, I'm probably gonna do that next week. Send her the money so she can get it cleared, and then next month I'm gonna build a wall around my acre, so that way I can have it walled off, and then when I get ready, I can go over there and just start building, make homes out of shipping. Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Yeah, yeah, that's what I, that's what I've been on. I've been on that, man, on the shipping containers. I'm probably gonna use the combination of both container, wood, and concrete. Yeah, sweet berry. I've been talking about it for years, but I'm working toward it. Ain't like I ain't working. I just want to know exactly what I'm getting myself into. That's why I've taken so many trips. Oh, I bit my tongue. Mm. Whew. I've taken so many trips. The reason why is because I want to make sure I know exactly what I want to do. I've seen enough, right? I've seen what other people have done. I see what people are doing. I see mistakes being made. I see improvements being made. And so now, I kind of got a great idea of how to do this. First of all, get your living expenses close to zero as humanly possible. Then any money that you are receiving from the West, you take that and use it strictly to build businesses. Okay. But the key to this is to bring your living expenses to zero or as close to humanly possible as you can to zero. That's what we got to do. And if you notice, you don't see too many people doing that. The Bag family is doing that. Okay. They're doing it. So we got to take from that good example that they're putting forth, and we have to take that and put that in our world. Even if you only get an acre, even if you only get a half an acre, even if you even if you only got enough money to buy two lots, don't buy one, buy two. Put your house on one and then use the other one as your garden, and that'll be enough food to sustain you for a year. Probably be enough to sustain you, and you can sell some, make a few dollars from that. Dig a well, right? So you have access to free water. They got solar panels over there, so put solar panels, do a windmill, do a generator, do the grid, do it all. So that way you ain't got to be 100% reliant on the grid because they got power outages. You know what I mean? And get those expenses as close as you can to zero. That's what we have to do. Everybody keep going over. What you gonna do for work? Well, if you set your compound up right, you don't have to worry about work. You really don't. You could work. You can drive a taxi if you set it up right. You could just drive a taxi. You drive a KK. You know what I mean? You drive around, make you a few extra dollars. You know, get you some chickens. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I don't eat meat, so I don't have to worry about that. Just trying to see some flash. I said what? 1 acre and farm the other 3, 4 acres. Exactly. And that's enough food because I was watching a guy back in the day, forgot his name, and all he had was 1 acre. And he said basically if you rotate your crops in and out the correct way, right? When one thing is being harvested, you're planting something else. If you rotate them in and out properly, he said 1 acre is enough to feed 10,000 people. I don't know how true that was, but let's say that wasn't accurate what he said. Let's say okay, it can't feed 10,000. Let's say it could feed five. or let's say it can feed 1,000. It's only you and your family. So if it could feed 500 people, it's just you and your family. You good. You got enough for you to have and for you enough to sell, make some money. You know, set up a farmer's market along your property. You know what I'm saying? How about that? Or go to whatever village that whatever area you are in. How about you set up a farmer's market? They ain't necessarily got that. They got markets all around, but they could stand some more. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that's growing some, you get with them and you build some little makeshift booths and set them suckers along the road with some stuff to put over for the rain, and then invite people to come, charge them a little something. You know what I mean? And you can set up a table every day, and then now you got your a makeshift market that you control. You know me. I'm thinking is just how to make this thing pop. Keep me busy, keep my wife busy, keep some of her family members busy. Because she got a lot of brothers, cousins, uncles. It's a lot of them. So I literally got I done married into a whole army of people, and you know, they want to make money. So I tell them I got some ideas, but now I need y'all to be on point. If y'all can be on point, then we can make some stuff happen. If not, I'll just hire people from the outside. It don't bother me a bit. You too? I know, right? I can't wait, man. You know, my truck will be paid for in a few months, and once that's paid for, that's gonna free up $2,400 a month. That's what my truck note is. So I get that shit. It's 5,000 every 2 months, 5 stacks. Man, shoot, I can't wait. I've been paying on this truck for 6 years. Now I'm down to the last few payments. Boy, feels good, man. Feels good. So everything else is pretty much paid. So now I don't have to work as hard as I've been telling y'all. So now, since I'm an owner, I'm gonna tell my manager after the year ends, hey, look, man, I'm gonna work half of the year, and the other year, other half of the year, I'm taking off. hmm That's just enough to make enough money because maybe I take about 20 stacks over there. And once you take 20,000 and convert it into, depending on which African nation, I'm taking a Sierra Leone and convert it. That's a lot of money. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money. So what your wife got like 9 brothers. Yeah, exactly. See, that's my thing. She got like four, I think it's no, it's 3 of them, plus there's some sisters, plus his uncles, plus his aunts. It's so many. I can't even remember all of them. It's that many. And of course they love me because they like, I'm like, I'm coming from the West, and I'm got my head on right. I'm talking right. I'm making stuff happen. They just like they love me. So and then they'd be like, well, I need some when they be needing, they need help. People like, oh man, you got to do for the. I don't mind doing because they really don't take much. I think her grandmother, me because her grandmother said I'm married to my wife and her, so I got 2 wives, her grandmother and her, right? So when I talk to Granny on the phone, she'd be like trying to talk to me in Mende. I can't understand a word she's saying, right? And then she called me. She called my wife and said, yeah, well, uh, can you have my husband buy some rice for me? I'm like, how much is the rice? She's like, well, the big bag is like $30. I think it's like 25 pounds. I think it's 25-pound bags. So I say, okay, fine. So I sent her $50. I said, get her 2 bags. Them 2 bags will last, hell, probably 2 to 3 months. It only cost me $50. So I'm like, that ain't nothing. But then she did a traditional dance, and she had my wife tape it and send it to me to show me her appreciation. So I don't mind doing that because that's her family, right? I know they're not in the best conditions when it comes to having fiat currency. You know what I mean? And plus, it's like the kids. I have a soft spot in my heart for the kids, and of course for the elders. You know what I mean? So it was my pleasure. And then to see that day, every day, if I'm not feeling up to par, all I gotta do is play that video with Granny dancing and singing to me, and it just man melts my heart, literally. And if I lost $50, I wouldn't even look for it. You know what I'm saying? If I had 50, I'm like, damn, what that $50 I had? And if I had to really like super duper look for it, I wouldn't even do it. That's how I feel about it. But they better not let me get some M's. Woo wee. Because I'm 1,000 there now. So if I get some M's, woo, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Probably either start me a charity. I'm thinking an orphanage or adopt one of the two. Yeah, man. What up? What up? I see you. Yeah, man. I'm on here talking my good talk. I just copped I was just telling the people about I just copped the acre in Sierra Leone and Kinema. So I got to get it cleared next month or next week actually. And then I'm gonna get a wall built around it next month until I'm ready. But I got an acre, but on my acre, I'm gonna put apartment units. So I'm thinking of maybe if I section it, if I shift it right, I should be able to get at least 30 units on there. So what I'm going to do is build like 5, 6 unit buildings. So I'm going to start with one, get people in that, get some money, go to 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? So that's the plan. Start with one, finish that one. I ain't gonna just tackle the whole thing at once. I'm finish one at a time, right? And until I get them all finished. So that's the plan. In the meantime, I got my apartment over there. So got 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom apartment, very nice neighborhood in Sierra Leone, not too far from the market, right around like some of the people in government live in my community there. Um, some of the guys that's in the police force live there. Some of the people in the military, the generals and sergeants and captains, they live in that area. So it's a really secure area and very nice apartment. It ain't even expensive. It's like 1,200 a year. 1,200 a year. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. And my wife loves it. You know, you have water, electricity on the land. No, I'm gonna have to get it all set up. Yep, neither. It's just raw land. So I have to pay the people to come out there to put poles, but more than likely I'm gonna use solar, and then have the people come out and put the put the poles out there. Yeah, because it's just raw land. You go to my TikTok. I got yeah. You go to my TikTok, same name, Go Ham Lifestyle Blog. So you go to TikTok, and I got pictures of the land on TikTok. So if you see, I got some drone footage, and I got just flat, from standing on the ground, just taking a picture, so you can see it's pretty flat. So I'm gonna have all that brought in. So I think you got to pay a fee for them to come out and put the poles and run the electric out there. So, and when it comes to water, most of the water is usually they can pipe it in from the city, but more than likely, what I'm going to do is just dig wells on the property because I got a whole acre. So I'm probably going to dig wells on the property so we can have access to our own water. You know what I mean? And then just put a pump on there, right? Put the big what they call them, the big storage tanks on the roof, and have like one for each unit. Yeah, yeah, I might do that, and I may have the pipes piped in from the city. So I might do that and have our own water supply. That way we don't got to never worry about being without water. Yeah, because you gotta tackle your energy um, over there. Your electric, your water. You got to really tackle that. Yeah. So you're basically gonna be digging wells, You do if you do solar, you can do generators, you can do wind, and still be on the grid. So that's probably what I would suggest for anybody. You know. Yep. But that's the plan. Yes, indeed. And then once that crypto hit the switch, then I'm gonna rake some stuff. It's gonna be in turbo drive then. Lord, it's gonna be in turbo drive. So when I get over there next, I'm be looking at that 80 acres plus the 8 acres. So even if it is kind of hilly, if it ain't too hilly, then I'm gonna just buy the equipment to have that shit leveled off. Just level it off, you know what I mean? And see what that's gonna take. And if it's too much, then I'll just look for some land somewhere else. But yeah, I want a huge industrialized farm so we can grow our stuff, make some of it juices, make some of it sauces, that type of thing, and sell them right there in the country. I don't want to do too much exporting. I don't want. Matter of fact, I don't think I want to do any because when you try to export your goods, then you're trying to basically export it to European nations because most of the Africans they pretty much got their stuff. So and then the Europeans, they're not trying to pay you for your products. They trying to rob you. You know, from what I heard about what they're doing in Jamaica, they said the Jamaicans they bring their I guess crates of bananas and they be sitting on the pier. And when the European purchasers come in, if they won't go for a certain price, they tell them skip it. So they say they stuff will end up sitting on the dock rotten. It would just sit there and rot because the Europeans, if they can't lowball you, they're not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna be subject to that bullshit. Hell no. I'm not gonna let them. I'm not gonna let them rob me. And the fact that you know, even though we coming from the West and we living in Africa now, we're still gonna be treated like our continental brothers and sisters when it comes to the Europeans. When it comes to doing business, we're gonna be treated the same way because they're gonna figure they got the numbers, they got the history, they've been doing business over there for longer, and then we slide in at the last minute in the fourth quarter. Here we come, and we gonna want top dollar for our goods and services. They ain't gonna have that. I don't know if y'all prepared for that, but they're not gonna have that. They gonna be arguing. We gonna be fussing. They probably ain't gonna do no business with us. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna really probably try to crush us when it come to business. So I said in my mind already, I ain't gonna even compete with that. I'm just gonna sell my goods inside the country. I ain't looking to export nothing. Simple as that. And anything that I can't sell or I can't do nothing with, I will box it up and then give it to charity. Sure will. Plenty of orphanages. There's plenty of folks who go without. You know what I'm saying? I'll box that shit up and give it away. Sure will. Before I let it sit there and rot, and before I get lowball by the Europeans, it ain't happening to me. So link. So link. I ain't doing it. And then when I get back over, I'm gonna look into seeing what this gold and diamond mine stuff is about. So that's why I can't wait to switch up, get that get that digital jumping. Can't wait, baby. When that spot ETF get approved for Bitcoin, and now they came out with they applied for a spot Ethereum ETF. I don't think y'all understand what this means. I know y'all don't, because I ain't see nobody commenting on it. So I know y'all don't understand what this really means. But trust me, I know what it means. And of course, I got Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay. So when those things get approved, it's a wrap. When that industrial, not industrial, but when those institutional investments and hedge funds come into the crypto space with all them trillions of dollars, man, it's a wrap. I'm considered a retail investor, but when the retail investors who came when I came years ago, and now all we doing is waiting on the institutional money to come, and we already here, man, they gonna make us. Woo-wee. I'm gonna have a couple dollars. In other words, I'm gonna have a couple dollars. Yeah, of course I got some Tron. Absolutely, I ain't got no. Let's see, RBX, RBX. I don't think I got no RBX. What's RBX? I don't think I got that. Now I got some Tron though. I definitely got some Tron. Yep. Tron I got, Cardano. I got XRP, XLM, XDC, Alderan, IOTA, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I got Doge. I got Shiba Inu. Um, what else I got? What else I got? I got some Tron. Um, and I got some of the smaller ones. I can't think of them right now, but I got some of the smaller ones. But yeah, I'm waiting, and it's looking good every day because they can hit the switch from anywhere from now to early next year. So eventually the switch is gonna get pulled, and I'm gonna be right here waiting on them. And when that stuff run up, because they said right, I think the market is running around what $1 trillion right now. So when it got all the way up, I think to what 3 trillion, or was it 2 trillion, 2 or 3 trillion? Bitcoin was at 68,000. Now they talking about bringing in 15 to maybe 50 trillion, or maybe even probably even more than 50 trillion when you add the derivative market, because they got to figure out a way to box up all these bad derivatives. You know what I mean? And that ain't nothing but just junk real estate portfolio, junk stocks. There's all kind of stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? But most of that stuff is junk. But they backs it up, package it up and give it a fancy name so you think he really got some, but really derivatives ain't nothing but a bunch of debt. That's all it is. So they need to figure out a way to display some of that debt. And so coming into the crypto space, it would allow them to do that, because then it gives a new name. It's a new focus. The market is already static. I mean, already jumping, not static, but already jumping with electricity. And then you bring in those derivatives, and then you bring in retail investors, and you bring in institutional investors. I don't think y'all understand what's going to happen. I don't think y'all quite understand. I do, because that's all I pay attention to. That in Africa. You know what I'm saying? That in Africa. That's the only two things I pay attention to. So when that money do hit, like I said, I'm not gonna cash out all my position. What I'm gonna do is just cash out enough so I can get up out of here. You know what I mean? Give dirty Duddle pedo Uncle Sam his bread, and I'm gonna get on up out of here. And then the rest of that, I'm gonna take over to either Switzerland, the Caymans. I might slide over to it's a couple other places where they said they're very crypto friendly. So I'm gonna go through the list again, and whatever countries that's crypto friendly is where I'm gonna be going to set up some type of residency where I can have access to the banking system, so I can move all my money up out of the U.S. when it comes to that. Because if the U.S. takes a dive with the dollar, I don't want my money here tied up. I want it to be in other banks around the world, so I don't get, because when they if it go belly up, believe me, they coming after everything. They ain't got no choice, you know. They ain't got no choice, so they gonna be coming after them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Social Security. They gonna be coming after your pensions. All that shit is in trouble. They probably gonna be coming after, man. Ooh-wee. You said, you say, yep, me too, bro. Money, money, money in Africa, maintain disconnect. Exactly, exactly. You know, and then, like I said, take that money and then buy physical assets, land. That's what you got to get, land, and the more you can buy, the better. You know. So I'd say I'm gonna probably end up with like 100 acres overall, and then from there, extra. I don't know because I only got a couple, so I might need them. Uh, um, like, do I have an extra shower? I ain't going for that. But yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. That's all I've been talking about. And then yesterday, I just found out about the saying, uh, Yesterday I just found out about the spot Ethereum ETF. That's a game. Hey, that's a game changer. I don't think y'all quite get it because when I heard the news yesterday, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, "What? There's a God. There's a God up there. That's in the heavens. There's a God." You know what I'm saying? I own six of them joints. Yeah, I own six of them joints. Ethereum. So we're looking at. They said they're looking at Ethereum being at possibly 100,000 doing the next bull run. I own six of them joints. Hell, I might need to go and cough up the money here over the next couple of months and go and make that an even 10. Get 10 of them joints. And if they go up to hell 100,000 a piece, that's $1 million right there. You know? Yeah. And then you figure since I've hold them, I got six of them now. I've been holding them six for at least 3 years now. So that wouldn't be short term capital gains because I've already held them for more than 2 years. So I think I probably have to end up paying something like 20%, 25% taxes. So I'd be willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? So out of $1 million, I end up giving them like 250,000. I walk away with shoot, hell yeah. I take it. You know what I'm saying? I would hate to sell out my position, but in that case, I would sell it. In theory, I would sell it and take that money. That'd be enough money for me to go to Africa and just straight up retire. Then I could just rest on the rest of my investments. Oh yeah, that's what's up. You've been over there yet? You know, I plan on going over there next year to Liberia. Yeah, I'm going over but money and when we go in March. So I'll be there for 2 weeks. I want to get a chance to look at it for myself. And of course I'll be there scouting and looking for some opportunities. So I'll be there for 2 weeks. More likely I'm gonna go to Sierra Leone first, stay there, and then we're gonna fly from Sierra Leone to Liberia, stay there, and then I'm probably end up flying back to Ceylon. I don't know if I'm gonna fly back to Ceylon or am I gonna yeah, I'm probably gonna fly back to Ceylon and then stay another couple of weeks and then I'll fly back to the US. So I'm gonna be over there probably for about I might stay two months. I think I'm gonna stay 2 months. Then come back and work for about 3 months and see how the bull run the start of the bull run how it's looking, and then right around the halving, the Bitcoin halving, and then if everything is going good, probably by the summer I'll be out of here for good. Retired. You hear me? Can you say retired? Can somebody say retired? You know what I'm saying? I'm retired. I can't wait till I can say that. You know what I'm saying? And going over to the motherland, and I'll be giving y'all videos from over there. Because we got unlimited Wi-Fi. I pay for that for the wife, so it's decent enough where I can still have live streams. It's kind of janky, but it's decent. It's decent enough so I can give y'all some live streams. So I can't wait. I can't wait. Because y'all know if y'all ain't coming up with some type of alternative ideas about this country, you just ain't awake yet. You still asleep at the wheel. You asleep at the wheel if you ain't doing something. If you ain't doing something, at least if you can't do nothing but visit, you need to be visiting so you could figure out the pros and cons, okay, of moving to the motherland. You know what I'm saying? And I've already kind of give you all the blueprint. Get you some land. If you can't get nothing but two lots, live on one and put a farm on the other. Yes, dig you a well, and then you can figure it out from there. At least that knocks down your cost of living really cheap. So that's where you should start, right there. All that like in my case, we got an apartment. It's cool, but we don't. It's all concrete where I'm at. The whole compound is concreted, so there's nothing you can't grow shit. So that's cool for right now because we got a place to lay our head, that type of thing. But ultimately, you got to find some land. So that should be everybody's focus, you know. And like I said, once I get over there and the money gets to flowing the right way, I might buy as much as I can find and then start chopping it up into lots. And then as I keep corresponding with you all, if you want to come to Sierra Leone, then I can have lots for you all, so you can trust and and, and be assured that you are getting what you pay for. You know what I mean? Because that goes back to my days of being a real estate agent when I first got out of college back. When was I doing that? 99, 98. I was a real estate agent back in 98 and became a broker. But that field is so female driven and it's biased, racist, everything. Because if I did get it, because I was working for Century 21, so if I did get a call from like the neighboring suburbs where whites or Hispanics was, once they heard, because all they knew was Century 21, but they didn't know once they called and we pick up that phone on the other end, they hear that black voice. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden they don't need nothing. Wait a minute, you called me, do you want to sell your house? You hear my voice, now all of a sudden you decide you don't want to sell. How you decide you didn't want to sell in the last 10 seconds? I got tired of that mess. Or they'll let me come all the way out there to their house. And then when they see I'm black, they act like they're not there, but both the cars in the driveway. Like I'm stupid. I'll be like, I know y'all in there. I'm like a Jehovah Witness. Knocking on their door. I know y'all in there. Look, I know y'all in there. Open the door. You called me out here, you know. I got my business card, put my business card in the window, you know. Y'all called 2021. You were trying to, of course, you trying to sell a house in the suburbs because that commission was gonna be decent. Them houses back then was probably like 250. So you were getting 6%. And then you had to split that with if you sold if you had double bubble both sides of the deal, your office would get the whole 6%. Even if I just got half of the deal, 3% was good. Let me see who said this. Uh friendly. Okay, I got you. Switzerland. See, I told y'all Switzerland was one of the ones. Singapore, El Salvador, can't go to Canada. Hell no. Japan, yeah, Cayman Islands. That was the other one. So I said them. Yeah, if you notice when I first came up, what did I say? Those two, Cayman Islands and Switzerland. So those are the places I'm going. And of course, I said Dubai. Let's see what you said. Philippines. I said Philippines. Georgia. Mm, did you put a Pattaya on there? Philippines. I heard the Philippines is going to be pretty good too. So those are the places I'm going. I'm going to the Cayman Islands, and I'm going to Switzerland, and I probably would cross over to Nepal, Vietnam. Well, I mean Vietnam because it's right next door to Thailand, and I know a lot of the crypto bros are going to Thailand once the bull run takes place. So I'm gonna go over there and set up something and get their little retirement. Yes, get that retirement visa in Thailand. So I say it lasts for 10 years. So I'm gonna get the retirement visa there, and then I'm going to Dubai and get the golden visa. It also lasts 10 years, right? So I probably do real estate in Dubai, and in Thailand, I probably just open up like I'm thinking like a travel agency. Yep, that's what I'm thinking, travel agency, or maybe even a resort. If my money, when my money hit, I'm stop saying if, when my money hits, I'm probably open up a resort there because a lot of crypto bros looking to go there once the money hits. So I think I want to set up something nice there. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I'm thinking maybe I got to get there. I haven't been there to see, so I need to go there and see with my own two eyes. I told my wife that we'll go next year. So I don't know if I'm gonna go before Egypt or after Egypt. So we may go there and be there for the new year 2025. would be in Pattaya, um, Thailand. Yep. You got to go around. He said you gonna be in Thailand with the passport, bro. Yeah, exactly. You see my shirt, don't you? I don't know if you can read that. What is it? Read it from this way. Passport gang, baby. I was one of the originals. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the originals. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I'm definitely gonna be there. Um, it's gonna definitely affect Sweetberry because it's already affecting it. I mean, the business is slowing down. Okay, um, because if people have less money, they they consume less. So if you consume less, all of these manufacturers or even people who selling products will sell less, which means they will need less raw materials, and that's what I have, raw materials. That's what I deliver, raw materials. So there will be less that they need us. So we've already experienced in that slowdown. This is summertime and it's usually pretty fast, but guess what? Not this year. We're struggling to get work. Now they're making sure I stay working because I'm the number two guy in the company. Well, at least in my terminal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, West Line. Exactly. Yep. West Coast Center. Everything is slowing down. Exactly. So that's why you needed to be doing some investments and you should have been diversifying and getting ready for this. Because you can't say I didn't warn people years ago that this was coming and now it's here. Okay. Yeah, they said something about Belize, but uh I might just, when I do my world tour, I might slide through there just to check on it. You know what I mean? But I did hear I heard the Belize was good for setting up trust, right? So I was gonna go there to check that out because once I do once the bull market takes place and I sell off what I want to sell off, the rest I'm gonna put in a trust. So I heard they have the best. So I want to go there and see with my own two eyes. So when I get a chance, somewhere probably early 2025, I'll make my business to get over there because Cayman Islands and Belize is not too far from each other. So I probably knock both of them out at the same time. So I can look into what the trust is going can do for me and then where to put that money. So I can move it offshore. I'm moving my shit offshore. You hear me? I'm taking my shit out of here. Sure is. Well, actually, it's on my little. I don't have it with me, but I got my little wallet, digital wallet. So wherever I go, it goes. But I don't bring it in the truck with me. I keep it in the house safe because you don't want to lose it. Because if you lose it, well, even if I lost, I still can retrieve it. But I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that because I've already moved all my big money off the exchanges and got it on my digital wallet. So um, you don't want to leave it on there. You really don't. But yeah, I heard about Belize. Belize, they said was really good for setting up a trust because you can go there and then you ain't got to worry about the U.S. and their subpoenas. You know, they don't honor the U.S. subpoenas, so that's the reason why Belize is a good destination. Now I found it out recently, so I'm definitely going, Chris. I'm definitely going because I'm gonna definitely set up a trust. Because if this thing hit the way I think it's gonna hit, I'm gonna have enough money where I can just. I'm gonna have to set up um, several different things to make sure that the next generation after me don't have to work. But I'm gonna have to be the one to set it up though, in order for it to work. So I'm definitely gonna take the time to go to these places. And as I go, I'll report on it to kind of give you all some feedback in case it's something you all can use. Because if y'all not taking advantage of cryptocurrency right now, you're crazy. The prices are still suppressed because remember the reason why America is dragging their feet when it comes to this because they don't want to inadvertently make certain people rich or wealthy, not rich, wealthy. You know. No, we don't need exactly. That's why I want to be in different places. I want to have some money up there in Africa. I want to have some money in Switzerland, some money in the Caymans, some money in Thailand. I want to go different places to so that way, you in different markets. You ain't got to worry about the whole world going belly up at the same time. You're gonna have some places down when the dollar goes down, and you're gonna have some places up. So I want, and then Dubai. I also want to be in Dubai too. So um, the fact that Dubai is in the BRICS nation, so that gives me, you see what I'm saying? I'm gonna still be in the American market as long as it serves me. But then the UIE, what is it, UAE? They in BRICS now. Even though it don't start to the first, right, first of the year. So if I go there and get the golden visa, you see, I'm thinking. If I go there and get the golden visa, I can put money there. You see what I'm saying? So I'm on the BRICS side and I'm on the West because Switzerland is still considered part of the West, right? And then you look at the Caymans, that's considered what, the Caribbean almost, right? Africa is its own entity. It's like an island of its own. And then you got Far East, far as you said Vietnam or maybe Thailand. So hey, don't think I ain't thinking. I've been watching enough videos and doing enough studies. Like I'm gonna split this thing up. You know what I'm saying? What you say there? I've been to the Cayman Islands twice, Belize once. Both have nice, yeah, especially the beaches. Yeah, well, I'm partaking the beaches, of course. When I go, I'll be there doing some reconnaissance for business. But while I'm there, I gotta take in the beach. You know what I'm saying? Why not? I gotta take in the sunset, sunrise. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pretty young wife, so we're gonna have some fun as we go there for business. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my man kicking the bobos. He been to both of them joints. So yeah, I'm definitely going. I'm definitely going. So yeah, we got some work cut out for us, guys. I just added like 10 new countries to my list that I gotta go to. So, and most of these places are gonna start next year. So we're looking at maybe one, two, three countries next year, right? And then 2025, I'm probably gonna add another. Let me see, Thailand, Caymans, another four. 2025, another 4 to 5 countries in 2025. And after that, that should be enough. That should be enough for me to just have everything figured out. And so long, damn Erica. You dig? So long. Sick of your shit. I'm breaking up with you. You know what I'm saying? I no longer want to see you. You dig? I'll break up with you. You know what I'm saying? And I'll give you a Dear John by text. I'm gonna text you a Dear John letter. You know, we we're finished. We're through. We through. You know what I'm saying? You go get you some therapy. You dig? Ah, don't call me. What is that he said? Don't don't call me. I won't call you. Don't call me. Whatever I forget how they go. So I can't wait till I'm able to break up with this damn place, boy. Shit. Can't wait. I'm breaking up with this bad boy. Yep. And I'm breaking up with you by text. Yep. And I'm taking my money out of here. And I'm selling everything. Now I might keep a couple things over here. I may get me like a little. I'll probably do a little condo somewhere. Yeah, you gonna do the same thing? You gonna break up by text? You gonna break up by video text. You dig? Yeah, I might just get a little condo and pay for it. Something reasonable in the suburbs. Nothing too fancy. Maybe just a 1 bedroom, something like that. And then that way, when I want to come here and do business, because all my cousins and stuff still here, all my cool cats that I grew up with, few of them doing good. So they probably ain't ready to leave yet. So I want to keep those connections. So when I want to get products shipped in, I'm gonna use them. Have them buy it. Maybe I come, and if I can't come, just get them to kind of work through them in order to get certain things shipped to me. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to do. So maybe let's say I want to get a container of, I don't know, tissue. They can buy from one of the wholesalers here, box it up, put it in a container, and ship the whole container over there, and I can sell it in the store over there or something. Maybe something like that, you know. So I'm gonna leave all those connections open. So I'm gonna keep a little place over here, and nothing extravagant. Just something in the suburbs, some place low key, out the way. And I don't have no problem finding them places because I still know all my real estate tricks, so I can find something easy and probably do no money down, owner financing and all that. Especially when the market tank, because real estate market gonna tank with it. Stock market gonna tank, real estate market gonna tank. Crypto probably gonna take a hit, but it's gonna bounce back because people gonna be looking to get into where they can put their money. Because once the stock market start crashing, people gonna be once blood is on the street. Oh my God, I'm not selling nothing. I got some stuff still in stocks, but I ain't got a lot of money. I took a lot of my money out the stock market and put it in crypto. So I got a few thousand over there, but nothing. If I lost it, I wouldn't even care, you know. And crypto probably gonna take a hit too. Housing market gonna take a hit. Job market gonna take a hit. Everything gonna take a hit if it go belly up. But it's gonna bounce back because people gonna be looking to take that cash out the bank and put it somewhere. So the next big thing. Is it raining? Oh, that's just the AC. The next big thing is crypto. So if you taking your money out the bank because people making bank runs and you get the money, so what you gonna do with it? So it makes sense to put it in the next big thing, which is crypto. Stock market is like that's the old days. That's the dinosaur. That's the my man said that's the old B in the club. That's that 50-year-old in the club. With this is it people in their 20s, and then you got this old heifer in the club, she in her 50s. You know what I'm saying? That's what the stock market is, you know. So it ain't the new young hot, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that. They had they run. Now it's time for the new thing to take over, and that's crypto. So if you ain't got none, get some, you know. And if I had to recommend some, I'll just tell you what I got, and then you just get what I got because I'm not a financial advisor, but I could just tell you what I got. I got Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, XLM, XDC, Alderan, IOTA, Doge, Shiba, Tron. That's five. I mean, that's 10 right there. So look into those. And if you don't do nothing, just put $100, $50, do something. So at least you got some skin in the game, you know? Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You producing stuff out of thin air. Hey, fucking musicians. So beggars ain't nothing but musicians. Backed by nothing. So yeah, it's a wrap for paper currency. Yeah, I don't know when they're gonna put the tombstone on it, but it's already dying. It's just dying a slow death. And of course they're gonna try to make a last stand, but it ain't gonna work. And the only reason why I think they're dragging their feet on crypto regulations is because they did a few little studies and realized that it's a lot of people that look like this in crypto. You know, we was early at what they call early adopters, and because we were early adopters, and they thought it was a scam because they didn't understand it. Because you got to keep in mind the power structure. Look at them; they in their 60s, 70s, and 80s and 90 years. These motherfuckers are that dinosaurs. They don't know shit about crypto. They can't even wrap their head around it. You know what I'm saying? The power structure of this country is in their 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. They in freaking wheelchairs up there with oxygen masks sitting there trying to vote on shit. They 1 foot in the grave. Matter of fact, they got 2 feet in the grave. And they passing laws that we got to be subject to. Man, we should have been got them jokers up out of there. You know what I'm saying? But we all over the place politically, so we can't really come together. So that's the reason why they've been dragging their feet on crypto. But we got some folks that's pushing it. So eventually, crypto regulations will get uh, um, standardized, and it's going to bring all of the good companies under the umbrella of these regulations, and all the bad actors and all the rug pullers and all the fakes and phonies and frauds are going to be pushed out, right? And then we're gonna have a viable market. And guess what? I'm in at least 25 different coins. I can't even think of all the ones I'm in. So my thing is, when the bad actors get pushed out, the ones that have real time um, utility are gonna remain. Because remember, the U.S. does not create technology. They don't. They either take it over, something that's already existing, or they'll give it their a wink and a nod of approval. Okay, and then that way the general people, the general public can feel safe about it, and then they can come in with their money. So that's where we at with it. But the rest of the world has already done it. I saw crypto ATMs in Paris when I was there. So I could use my card because I got a crypto card. I could use my card anywhere in the world. So it's a wrap. It's a wrap, guy. The only reason why they dragging their feet because they trying to make sure certain individuals don't um, make it to the 5%, 1%, whatever 10% that they didn't anticipate being there or that they don't want there. But ain't nothing they could do. We was early adopters. Yeah, ain't nobody told y'all to have this power structure so fucking old. they still hanging on to the stock market. We had that already. Most of the guys that's in crypto ain't going back to the stock market. I was in the stock market for years, man. That shit, nah. Crypto is like it's like Jordan, LeBron, and Bird Magic all roll into one. And the stock market is like the B squad now at this point. I know people, the volatility, the big swings is really tough on people, but that's why you dollar cost average. Every time you get a paycheck, just put in 100. That's what I do. Put in 200, put in 50, put in 75. Every time you get paid. That way, whether you buy at the top, you catch it at a high, or you catch it in the middle, or you catch it low, it's going to all average out in the end. And then when the new institutional money comes into the market and you already got, significant numbers, then you're going to benefit. So that's why I'm at with it. But let me get out of here because I got to get up early to make this move to get to my butt to Atlanta. Then once I get to Atlanta, I got to grab another load going up to Chicago. And then after that, I'll be off for a couple of days. So then I could probably bring out another live stream. But I'm supposed to be making some traveling. I'm going somewhere at the end of the month. I'll wait till the end and surprise y'all where I'm gonna be. I'll show y'all once I land in this particular country. I ain't gonna tell y'all where it is. And here's a clue: it's not in Africa. It's not in Africa. It's somewhere else. But I will let y'all know. Probably when would I be leaving? Probably in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I'll let y'all know. You know it. A1 for show. Black power, peace and black power, And look at the crypto if you ain't in it. Especially West Coast. Especially you. Get something. Because I hate to see, you know, this big massive shift in wealth take place and a lot of you guys ain't in it. You know what I'm saying? I would hate to see this happen and you guys are not in it. So do some research and then get something. You ain't got to get a lot. Get something. Yeah, especially West Coast. Because ain't no way you ain't supposed to. Man, shoot, this is the greatest transfer wealth the world has ever seen coming. And if you ain't in it, you're gonna wish you was, boy. And when you see what when you see what I'm gonna be able to do, you're gonna be like, what the hell was I thinking? You know what I'm saying? And I got my son in, I got a couple of my guys, I got Mr. Lofton in. Man, we finna be balling out of control, baby. But let me get out of here. Peace and black power. And we'll try to bring y'all something when I get back to Chicago because I'll be off for a couple of days. So I definitely can bring y'all a live stream. We'll see what if we have any more developments in Central African Republic, Chad, Cameroon, Gabon, and then the whole thing in the West African region with the francophone X X quote unquote X francophone countries because I want to see them all stick together so we can really stand up to France because they're not going to be willing to just lay down when they got over 1,000 some companies over there and making that type of money. They're going to want to fight to the death. So if I was you all, start getting your minds wrapped around that we're probably going to have some type of conflict in the West, probably in that Niger area because they got so much land. So more likely it's going to take place right in there. But we shall see. Hopefully not, but we shall see. Until then, peace and hair grease. All right, be easy, Chris. Yes,